It has now been 3 months, probably exactly 91 days, since I made my TikToks talking about my experience working at Ebin, New York. And Ebin, New York has actually decided to respond by suing me.
Hello, it's just everything with AJ, and I'm back with another video. So if you remember a few months ago, I did a video regarding Ebin, New York, and some allegations that were made by My Lifestyle, and I'm pretty sure the other creator's name was Imani. Basically, they were accusing Ebin, New York of unfair business practices, basically a toxic work environment. If you have not seen that video, please go back and see that. I'm going to link it down below so you can have an easier time getting to it. But in that time frame, and I'm pretty sure that it's been 3 months, as My Lifestyle, she said that it was about 3 months. I think she said 91 days. They have put out a series of statements. I'm going to go ahead and read these statements to you. So the first one is why we haven't responded until now. What's interesting is I'm so sure that when this initially came out, on their website, they actually did have a response about being diverse and all that stuff. But I guess that wasn't their official response. So now they're saying why we haven't responded till now. And they said we have refrained from addressing the recent allegations with hope to resolve the deceptive claims amicably. So I guess they're saying that they were doing some behind the scenes negotiation. At least that's what this would indicate to me. If they're saying they thought they could resolve it, that means they probably would hopefully have been in contact with her. I'm gonna guess that didn't go too well, or it just never happened. So this might have been just a PR person trying to help us out here. Here they also said some further things refuting the claims. We refute the false allegations made against us. We will not be discredited by a disgruntled ex-employee whose issues were related to underperformance in her role, not discrimination. So they're alleging that she wasn't doing enough, basically, and that is why this all has happened. So none of her allegations have merit because she was underperforming.
You guys are basically saying that I'm lying about my experience. What makes you think I will make a 4-part TikTok story with no evidence with what I'm saying?
Basically, they're saying it's you, not us. Okay. They do not reflect the truth of Ebin's workplace culture or its commitment to embrace diversity. Mhm. Legal action. We are taking action to protect our integrity to set the record straight. We are countersuing and are confident that the truth will prevail in court. Now, I'm gonna, I don't, it's really odd to me when people say that, especially if you have actually done some underhanded things. Like when people are like, the truth will prevail. Ma'am, sir, you are not on the side of truth or goodness. So how, how did you think? Like you really can make statements leaving that part out. Just say, we're going to countersue the end. Like, honestly, I don't know if you should be publicizing to the world that you're countersuing if you're a company. Maybe it's better to just let that be. If someone asks you about it, then maybe respond to a comment and saying, yes, we're countersuing. Maybe a lot of people ask them if they're countersuing. I just don't see people asking that though. In their comment section right now, it seems like a lot of people are just saying, basically, you did them wrong. Like, you need to work on your practices. So it's just really odd to me the language that some people use if they're really not on the right side, but maybe in their minds they think they were right somehow. Okay. Furthermore, commitment to diversity. As a growing company, we are committed to evolving our team structures with transparency and accountability. There is always room for further learning and improvement. Amen. Our immediate priority is to ensure we reflect the commitment we have made to our community and remain open to making necessary changes that will evoke a safe, inclusive, and united workplace for our employees. I'm going to go with, if you're supposed to be marketing to a Black clientele base, you should have already had things in place for diversity because that is who you're marketing to. Like, you kind of need those people inside your organization. And since then, I think that they've said that they're now 50% owned or 50% managed by Black people. again, these are things that should have already been in place. So it's I guess someone said let's do some damage control and we're going to try to make us look better. But everything that you're doing actually just makes it proves their point.
There's so many other people that are speaking out against you guys, and you're coming at me because all I did was state my experience. That's all. Here's one thing that I want you guys to do, Ebin, New York. Take a picture of your 50% black team. Actually, the whole team. Take a picture with your team. Make some videos. How about that? Just show everyone how your office looks. That's all you gotta do, right?
Now we're 50%. Well, ma'am, sir, human. You probably should have already been been on to that. It's almost like if I decided to make, we'll say, a dog product, whether it's something I invented or if it's some dog food that I'm selling, it would make sense for me to own a dog or have owned a dog at some point. And if I do not own a dog or have never owned a pet, it would make sense to have people on the committee, in the leadership, or in the company that do own dogs and that they're responsible pet parents. It would be really crazy for me to come out here and say, hey, I have a dog food, it's the best thing that's ever been made, or I have a product that I've invented that'll be very useful for dogs and, dog owners. And then Dave, have you ever had a dog? No, never had a pet, never done any of that. It just sounds really, so how do you know this is good for a pet? Why would you care if it's good for a pet, actually? Because you don't own one, so you don't really care about them. You might just be trying to get money. The optics just don't really look good. And I would think that if you are starting a company, you would think about these things. And it seems like they did. So it seems like someone had half of the rational thought. They said, we don't have Black people in leadership. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Black people in marketing. They're going to market things. They'll be the faces of our company because we can't show our face for this product. So we're going to let them do that. And then there was the rest of the thought that you needed to continue. We need to treat these people well because they're literally the ones who are getting these products sold. It seems they thought about it like, they're not as important because we're the big ones, we're the ones who own everything. But they are literally giving you the bridge to your clients. They're the bridge to your Black clientele because obviously, allegedly, you are all not Black. So they should have been seen as important. If a bridge goes out, you have no way to get to the people on the other side. You don't have a way to get to work or wherever you're going. And they did not consider that at all. That is what is happening now, though. They have lost their bridge, and now people are not buying the products. The products are just sitting there, living their lives on the shelves, wondering if food will ever be bought. Did you ever see that show when the show about the teddy bears singing about wanting to be bought? Side note, I might find a way to implant that clip. We gotta get sold, we gotta get bought, we gotta find families to love us a lot. But they're sitting there singing that song. We can't wait to be sold, can't wait to be bought. And y'all are sitting here countersuing and not really doing the damage control correctly. Whoever is your PR person, I think they're fighting for their lives. They're doing the best that they can do with what you are giving them. But you need to give a little more. It would have been the best outcome for y'all to come to a good conclusion, even if it was a conclusion that you were not too happy about, if the money was not as you didn't want to pay quite as much. Hey, listen, you dug this hole for yourself, so you got to put something in it. All right? So it's a crazy situation. And I'm just going to say, all this stuff is alleged. Allegedly, they weren't treating them well. Allegedly, definitely they're countersuing because they've said that themselves, so I can say that for sure. It is a crazy situation. Also, if you want to support this creator, I'm going to put her name back up on the screen so that you can see her videos. So, head over there and show some support. I'm interested to hear your comments below. In my last video, a lot of people were saying they need to sue, she needs to sue, she did sue, and this is their response. So have a good day, night, or whenever you're watching this, and goodbye. Your daily programming is now complete. It's time to wake up now.